Welcome to the AlphaCars Service Center. My name is Ian, and today we're talking about G-Classes. Check out this G-Class with the HRE wheels. This one's from Vermont, but we're actually not even talking about that one in this video. Let's see what's behind the curtain. We've got this 2011 G55 AMG. This one is from Virginia, and this G55 is suffering from a lot of rust damage on the vehicle body. The frame is very solid. We've done a lot of mechanical work on this vehicle, plus a lot of cosmetic work already. The windshield's been replaced with a new seal, and the whole frame was overhauled. There was actually a hole through the windshield frame before from the rust. So our talented body shop reconstructed the whole windshield frame and fixed that major water leak, which also caused some damage to the electrical modules, which we also fixed here at AlphaCars. Of course, things are very dusty right now with the work going on, but the hood was also redone. And right now the technician is in the middle of doing a paint correction on the rest of the front of the vehicle, so the paint quality will kind of match the new paint there. But check this out. Open the door, look at this bubbling rust on the rocker panel. So before I take the molding off and we get into it a bit, I wanted to get the before video. And you can even see this when the door is latched, when the door is shut. You can even see it poking through there, and it's actually bowed out the molding there. So we're gonna get into that in this video, but I just wanna give you a sneak peek of the other side. The other side here, it actually had a similar rust damage, and check this out. We've done structural repair, and this has only been primed, and the technician just started to sand a little bit on the primer, but you can see really how nice things are looking over here. But back to this side, let's take this molding off, start knocking on that rust, and see what lies underneath. And now all we've done is lightly attack the surface and look at all of this thick scaling rust. This side is a little more concerning, or this portion. This is a very common area to rust through, but you can see it's rust through here. It's most likely rust through on the bottom. We need to take the side step off now to get more access. And this right here is just a little thin. So this side we've got a couple holes through, but now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go forward with getting the side step off and then further refining all of this back and just seeing what's left that we have to work with. As you'll see, it looks very different from when you just saw it just a few seconds ago. We did cut out the badly affected metal right here, and you can view a picture of a couple of the stages of that on your screen now. So you can see there was some heavily penetrated holes in the metal, and we just wanted to get rid of that whole section. And then we did the metal patch panel, and then we'll do the fiberglass reinforcement over that and to level the area. And we also had to cut out some sections of metal here. A couple sections right here, we were able to kind of peel away, clean under there, get back to where there's absolutely no rust, and then hammer them back down. Of course, things don't look too pretty right now, but this is all a part of the repair process, is getting down to the usable metal. And even we had to drill out some of the spot welds, as there's tons of spot welds and where these panels overlap. And unfortunately, that contributes to a lot of this rust, is all these panels overlapping each other, allowing the moisture to get in there and then just work its way out. And up here, we can see a pretty major section that has been cut out, because once again, there's many layers of metal in here, and we didn't want to take any chances with leaving a little bit of rust behind, so we cut all that out. We still have a little bit of cleaning to do just in this seam, and the technician has just been making the patch panel for this, and this will get the same treatment. It'll get the metal patch and then have the fiberglass reinforcement over that. And this metal patch, we're going with the metal bonding agent, which is a structural factory level repair agent that really bonds this for good to the surrounding metal. And we didn't want to weld this area because the inside of the rocker, it does look good in there. It actually looks very good. And we don't want to superheat this metal and bake and bubble off that factory coating behind it, possibly opening up the opportunity for more rust. And with how robust the G-Class vehicle is, it's pretty much a unibody structure on top of a real frame, which that's the muffler right there. But these vehicles, they don't rely heavily on the structural part of these rockers. It's not like this is the frame. This is purely just the body on a frame. So like I said, with our experience with these vehicles, this is really the smartest way to go about this, is what we believe with our repair process. And yeah, we're gonna give it the same treatment up there, and keep watching along in this video and you'll see the progress. By the way, this is not paint, this is rust converter. We did use the rust converting agent. We do multiple steps of that to really soak in and make it easier to clean any remaining rust, and also just as a preventative measure, because of course you can see how clean this seam is. We've only cleaned to about here. We still need to clean the little bit light surface rust that's just remaining in the seam. So we clean it right down to there's no traces of rust anymore. Do the rust converter for peace of mind and to be extra thorough, and then continue with the repair there. And now we're ready to spray primer on this right side. The car's been all taped off, everything wrapped. We've got the paper adjacent to the areas we're spraying. And yeah, check out the rocker panel, all reconstructed. The factory seams worked back into it, as we can see here. And now we're gonna start laying down primer. And we're preparing to lay some paint on it here. We've actually just done the chip guard, which is this black portion here at the bottom. So this is the factory style rubberized coating, and this will help immensely with these holes with where the clips go for the molding. It'll help with the surface not getting damaged from the clips over time and the vibration of driving. And this customer specifically did not want to see any of this chip textured coating go up into the door jambs, because on some vehicles, if the customer wants to, we'll extend this into the door jamb, so it has a ton of protection against getting in and out and your boot or your shoe scuffing the paint. But every vehicle is unique, and every customer's expectations are unique, and that's what we work with. So with this, we did extend it up higher than factory over these holes. So like I said, it'll protect around the complete hole when the clip is in there. But we've done it just below where the molding goes. So once the molding's back on here, that goes just about to where my finger is here. You won't see any of the textured chip guard there, but you will know you have the additional protection. So you can see things are taped. We've prepped additional areas where we have to blend. And even up this structure here, we'll be getting the fresh paint. And this vehicle had a ton of previous overspray that looked kind of like a matte finish in the door jambs. So in these areas where you see prepped right here, this will look factory fresh, like new when we're all done. So super exciting. And now let's inspect the satisfying result of spraying out the rockers. Of course, all the masking material has been removed, and this is the raw result. So there's still a little bit of refining to be done in the clear coat. Whenever you have fresh clear coat, you always have to do a little bit of surface refining depending on how it's sprayed out. But this is literally the raw result. The technician has not wet sanded this yet or done anything, and it looks smooth as glass. It looks awesome. You can see the factory body lines that have been recreated as if it was factory. If anything, it's better than factory. And the transition lines, you remember we painted up to about this line here. Over here we painted up to about this line. And up here, we painted to about this line, and it literally, the transitions are almost flawless. It looks so good. You would never know this work has been done. You can see the side pipes are nice and shiny. We polished those for the vehicle owner, as well as the rest of the vehicle. You know, there's a lot of previous paint work on this vehicle, so we can't fix that right this second, but we are just giving it a polish, doing the best we can to improve the Clearcoat clarity. And we're even doing new fender flare seals. These are factory Mercedes pieces. This vehicle had such substandard bodywork. The previous body shops or wherever the vehicle was years ago, this was all painted over, and that's not supposed to be painted over. I can actually show you, this is one of the factory seals for the hinges of the cargo door, which we have new seals, because once again, these are like painted over, there's chipping paint. There you go. This is what these looked like. Whatever place worked on this before, they didn't even mask these off. They just sprayed over them, which is really kind of unbelievable. So the next segment, we're gonna be injecting the rust preventative treatment, the Waxoyl, inside of this rocker panel, which will penetrate deeply in any interior seams and really stop and prevent future rust from starting in there. And then we'll be getting all the plastic clips in and start the reassembly, including the brand new moldings and putting the side steps back on the vehicle. And now we're fogging all the inside of the rocker with the Waxoyl product. It's a clear product. You can see, look at how far out it's coming out. The whole rocker panel is getting this fogged in. And we're gonna go into each hole with this as well. So we can really see how thorough this is. Now, any fastening points like the side steps that share this cavity, of course, once the clips go in here and the moldings go on, and just the interior seams of the metal panels that exist in this rocker, this is going to penetrate deep in all those seams and really prevent and stop any current rust that may be hiding in there as well. So this is really the extra mile we go here at AlphaCars to also protect the work that is being put into the vehicle. So really, for the rest of the life of this vehicle, it'll have this nice waxy rust preventative treatment inside of the rocker panel. And last we saw, we were injecting the Waxoyl treatment into the rocker panels, and now check this out. The side steps are back on, the brand new moldings are on. Look at the finish. Our technician really is an artist. He's actually an artist as well. But the work here is phenomenal. The transition to the factory paint on the vehicle is phenomenal. And we can see the new hardware in the chrome plate there. All 4 of the door jambs have the new hardware with the polished plate down there. We've done the complimentary clean on the vehicle. This is getting picked up either today or tomorrow to go back to Virginia, which is where it came from. And we've really turned this previously rusty G-Class into something amazing that is going to look this way for a very long time. And lastly, checking out this passenger side rocker panel and the door jamb, of course, and just the rest of the G-Class. It's in awesome condition for the year and mileage. It's a 2011, it's got around 120,000 miles on it. There are still a few things to address down the road, like some rust on the doors, but we will do that at a later time. And check out the mirror finish on the hood. We've even detailed the engine compartment. Things are looking nice and clean in here. And lastly, at the back, we'll check out the sort of grip tape for when you step on the bumper to get onto the roof. We replaced this. The factory stuff was peeling up and just very weathered and not looking good. So we did the custom cut replacement there, which is looking awesome. And of course the cargo door hinges, all the door hinges on the vehicle were refinished and touched up. And this is some of that door rust I was talking about that we're going to take care of another time. The vehicle owner plans to get the vehicle back to us another time to further take care of some of the remaining things. So I want to thank you for watching. this video on the G55. Specifically, we focused on the rocker panel repair in this video. And if it was helpful or interesting, leave a like on it. If your G-Class needs these same repairs, reach out to us at 978-263-9000. You can also contact us on our website, alphacars.com, and we'd be happy to restore your G-Class back to looking new, just like this one. With all that being said, this has been Ian reporting from our Boxborough Service Center, and make sure to subscribe to not miss out on the future motoring content.